don't actually.
I'm really not sure about that.
Oh, that's too heavy for me right now.
Yeah, I don't know what happens when you die, so I'm gonna have to wait and see, I guess. I don't know.
Not in a traditional manner.
Yes, heaven does exist.
And what do you think it's like?
I think it's a beautiful place. It's like paradise.
Well, before the break, we asked our studio audience that question. Do you think heaven is a real place? And here's how they voted here in the studio. 88% said yes. And for our TV viewers, send us your answers to the addresses on the screen. And we're going to give you some more feedback on how Canadians feel about the reality of heaven or not. How does the popular imagery of heaven stack up against what the Bible really says? Dr. Victor Shepherd is a professor of systematic theology at Tyndale Seminary. Among his many books and articles are Making Sense of the Christian Faith and Seasons of Grace. He's also conducted over 500 funerals. And Victor, thank you for joining us.
I'm glad to be here, Laura.
Okay, so Mark Twain said, let's see how it goes. Heaven, people go to heaven for the climate, they go to hell for the company. Tell us, what does the Bible say about heaven?
I think the fastest way of gaining access to the question of heaven is to look at the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Heaven is the sphere of creaturely existence where God's name is honored, revered, known, enjoyed, delighted in. We move on in the Lord's Prayer to thy kingdom come. Heaven is the sphere of human existence where God's kingly authority is known and delighted in.
Okay, so it's creaturely. There's actually going to be physical bodies up there.
All human existence is embodied. St. Paul says we are created a physical body, we are raised a spiritual body. We have no idea what a spiritual body is. Now, the reason he says that is that as a Jew, there can't be human existence which is disembodied or unembodied. To say that we are to have a heavenly body or a spiritual body is to say, my personhood is going to be preserved. You will be Lorna Dueck, I will be Victor Shepherd. We're not going to be lost in some kind of super spiritual ether.
The Christian story is Jesus, that we celebrate his resurrection at Easter, is what opens the door for heaven. It's the victory over death. Is it absolutely fundamental that...
Yes. Yes. Okay. The victory of Jesus Christ, he was raised from the dead on Easter morning, means that sin, death, evil have been overturned definitively. His resurrection can never be undone, and however much sin and evil and death continue to molest us, they can never gain the upper hand.
You are convinced, Dr. Shepherd, but boy, I was surprised that the Ipsos Reid poll that we commissioned in fall said only 29% of Canadians believe in heaven and 19% believe in hell. Why do you think the belief rate is so low?
I think it's much lower in Canada than it is in the United States, for instance, insofar as American society generally is much more religious. I didn't say much more Christian. It just happens to be much more religious. Canadian society is far more secularized than U.S. society. And I think that the reason for the belief in heaven is so low is that we are less religious. At the same time, to say that you believe in heaven is to say that you believe in God. Therefore, I think the Ipsos Reid poll would really tell you what a great many Canadians down in their heart believe about God.
Dr. Shepherd, thank you very much. Thank you. Now we do want to find out what you think. Do you believe everyone will go to heaven? Yes or no? Send us your answers by phone, email, Facebook, and Twitter, and leave a video message on our website. I'd love to know what you think, so be part of the conversation. Our studio audience is going to take a live vote on that, and I'll have those results when we come back. Coming up, Pastor Sundar Krishnan on heaven and hell.